Right, so hello and welcome to episode 39 of the Bach and Arthur podcast, everyone.
Wow, this is so much more This is way better than my pod.
And we've got, well, this is the second of a double episode this week. And for those of you listening at home on the day of upload, it is Boxing Day.
Yeah.
So we've got a very special guest, Chippo Crimes, everyone.
Yay!
Oh, this is so nice.
And we got a live audience.
This
Or
is
if
really
you're a
nice.
Patreon member, you're accessing this on Christmas Day itself because you get a day early access. So
Get back to your family.
happy Christmas to all the Patreon gang, aka the Worms. So Chippo, thank you for spending this very special day with us.
Thank you. That was such an intro.
Oh, did you like it?
That was really,
That was high energy.
really good.
Thanks.
It was high
I mean,
energy.
we're excited to have you. We've been buds for many a year.
Buds?
Buddies.
Buds. Yep.
Yeah.
Bored.
We still struggle to communicate because of the accent differences.
How long have you guys known each other?
Too long.
5 or 6 years now.
That's way too long.
No, it's not 5 or 6 years, really.
Yeah, genuinely. He was one of the first people on YouTube I met.
He's always had a great body, though.
Yeah, that was one of the first things
No
you
one
ever said to
questioned
me.
that.
Do you remember? We went on that skiing holiday together.
First thing I said to him was like, your body's unreal.
That rig is insane.
He was putting his top back on. I was like, no. Stop, please.
Yeah, we were naked a lot in that house. It was kind of weird.
It was just mainly me and you.
That was
Oh,
the
is
one
this
where
where you met on a skiing holiday?
Yeah.
Where were we going?
We
Where
were
was
just in the Alps
That just...
with some place that Shannon had booked. Do you remember? It was just out in the middle of absolutely nowhere. It was like a big group of us.
And
like
it was
10
one
or
of them
12.
ones where you had to like walk 20 minutes up a hill to get to the skiing.
Yeah.
Oh, it was terrible.
Chris-
not skiing, ski out.
Chris was like, "Oh, now you're going to become a YouTuber." It's like right when I was doing it.
Oh, wait, so you weren't actually properly doing YouTube yet?
No, I wasn't even full time, and I was like, "I'll sack it. I'll come along." Well, Chris was like, "You know, me and a bunch of my YouTube mates are going on a skiing holiday. Like, do you want to come along?" And I went along, and that was when I met all the boys: Theo, Freezy, Reeve, you, Harry.
I'll do a tier list of them all right now.
It was really good fun.
And
yeah,
you were doing that regurgitation trick that you do to try
that
and...
was the first time you got it.
Yep.
I beg. That's actually crazy, by
He
the
was
way.
like, "Hi guys, I'm Arthur. I can bring an orange back up through my throat."
Imagine being Chris and saying, "Oh no, I'm just going to invite one of my friends from home. He's so normal. Don't worry." Second day, you're regurgitating a grape in front of everyone.
We're at passport control, and I'm like, "Oh, where's my?"
You have tricked you.
And everyone's like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, but they still liked you.
Yeah, no, it was really good fun. We snowboarded, and it was just an epic holiday in the end. And a couple of years later, we're snowboarding again, and this guy's joining us.
I know, it's kind of
We
crazy.
just done Finland
Yeah,
together. We went Lapland, didn't we?
yeah. I wonder who's going to join us in another couple years.
Oh, like who are you alluding to there?
No,
Laura and Amy.
Yeah, if they
Do you guys
hop on the
ski?
YouTube grind.
No, okay.
No, I'm just. Hey, I
It's the
didn't
first
before
time
this
for
trip.
everything.
Yeah, Batch didn't ski before this, and you were great by the end.
Wow, that's
You actually was.
no,
good.
that's an
You
overstatement.
looked
But
so
I really
good going
appreciate
down
the
the
kind
slopes.
words.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh, you going down the slopes as well? No, it's good.
Bro just turned into AB out of nowhere.
Yeah.
No, it's because
Slopes.
when we first got to the reception, was it you that was laughing about it, or was it George?
Yeah, it was me.
Because the receptionist was talking about like everything and like giving us a map and stuff, and she kept referring it to as slops instead of slopes.
Yeah.
It's like you can go and get slops.
Yeah. Slops from sunrise.
Yes.
We were like, yeah.
The slops are great this time
Hell
of year.
yeah.
It was crazy,
I will
actually.
be there.
So, because it's very far north, it was essentially a polar night.
Yeah.
The sun rose at 11:30ish and
But it
set
didn't.
by
It
12:30.
was like constantly rising and setting. So it just
yeah, there
looked
was a
like,
good amount of twilight,
It was
but it was very
almost-
dark.
There was one really pink day which I loved.
And of course, we saw polar stratospheric clouds.
Oh,
Which
of
Yeah,
course.
so
beautiful.
those are actually
Rainbow.
a thing. When I see something like that, I'm like, oh, cloud.
Oh, cloud.
Yeah, no, all the clouds have names.
Pretty.
Is that,
That was cool.
those are the rainbow ones, right?
Yeah, it looks kind of like an oil spill in the sky.
Yeah.
Do you know the science behind that?
I actually don't know exactly.
Oh my God, you don't know.
I assume it's
Why?
some like prism related shit.
Yeah.
You know, when you put light
Just
through a
light
prism.
refracting and
Yeah. It's got
Yeah, that's
some,
what I was
some
going to
sort of way.
I was going to
Oh.
say the exact same thing.
Well, it ain't pussy, I know that much.
For real.
No, well,
If
it
there's
ain't
one
pussy,
thing
know
I
that
know,
much.
it's
Pussy?
no.
Oh. That's one thing. Yeah. Nice.
You
But
are
why are you guys
so
wearing
rude.
Christmas hats when it's Boxing Day, by the way?
Oh, for the Patreon gang who are watching this on Christmas.
See, he's always one step ahead.
Oh, and speaking, you just said that because you want us to pay attention to your glorious antlers
Thank you.
yes.
that you should have shed.
You actually kind of look like a deer, like genuinely, like in the face.
Oh, thank you. A stag,
bit.
maybe? Should we do instead?
I think so. A gazelle. If I was going to be a
Reindeer?
girl, I was going to be called Jasmine.
Where the fuck is that?
Zero relevance. But I had to get
Jasmine.
that bit of knowledge out there.
No,
before I
that's quite
forgot.
lovely. You look like you'd be a good Jasmine.
Yeah. Instead, I was a boy and now I'm called Josh. And my cat is called Jasmine.
Oh, you called your
Oh.
cat Jasmine?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I don't know. I didn't come up with a name. I'm allergic to cats and we've got cats. How unfair is that?
Does you come out in a rash when you're around them?
Yeah. And I can't breathe and shit.
Oh, wow.
So when I go home for Christmas, we have to lock them in a cupboard.
Oh, bring out the cats. This is the next segment. We're going to see how long you last.
Here they are.
Well, back to Finland. We
Sorry.
abandoned you. Or,
Did you?
not really. So, Chippo decided to come late on because he heard it was a skiing holiday and you and Sabina weren't too keen on skiing originally, were you?
No.
So you were like, we'll give this one a miss. And then about a week before we all go away, you were like, you know what? I'm going to go. Oh, was it Ethan and Faith's wedding?
Yeah.
Me, you and
we
Harry
just
were
like,
quite
fuck it.
battered at the table. And you were like, you know what? I'm going.
And
I'm
it was
going.
like the day after. It was like
I
when
mean,
the flight was
I
the
mean,
next day. And I was
yeah.
like, fuck it. I will be
I'll do
there.
it.
Oh, yeah, it was literally the day before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And you couldn't make it on that day. So you came a day late and surprised everyone,
Yeah.
which was lovely. But you also couldn't get a flight back with us. So you stayed an extra day.
Yeah.
And when we arrived, it was about 1 or 2 degrees. Day after was -10. Then it went down to -16, then -22, then -23 or 4. And then
was
we
mi-
left
yeah.
and you had a minus what day?
It was like -25.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think that was 26.
Yeah,
It was so cold, that snowmobiling thing though.
Yeah.
Because you
Like-
went ice fishing, right? And we
Yeah.
just iced up.
Mate, it was crazy, right? She took us to the lake and she's like, right, I'm going to go to the cabin, which is where you go after the ice fishing. It's like a wooden yurt where you have like food and stuff and it's like a little fire. She's like, I'm going to go there and get it ready and leave you guys to fish. And she just left it. It takes 30 minutes on the snowmobile going through the forest to get to the lake. So she just left us on our own. I was like, if she just like, something happened to her, we are now dead.
Dead, yeah.
Oh, damn.
Because we wouldn't know the way back. It'd be impossible to get back.
Yeah.
It was just impossible
Yeah,
to
that's
navigate.
a massive risk. Like you,
Like I was thinking, like if she just like had a, you know,
if something
heart
happened,
attack or something, she was like a 50-year-old woman, like something could have happened. We were dead.
Wow.
and also if one of you guys had an issue,
Yeah.
you're dead.
And I'm sure we had no signal. We were in the middle of fucking nowhere. And getting your phone out for longer than 10 seconds, your hands like froze.
Yeah, because from the photos, even your hair was frozen.
Yeah.
your eyes and
It
everything.
was crazy. And I caught 0 fish.
Yeah, did you even get close to catching a fish though?
No.
Could you see any?
Sabina said that she felt the pull. But I'm calling liar. She just wants to prove that she's better than me.
What sort of fish would you catch if you were?
Oh,
to
she
catch any?
said the name of it and I've forgotten. It wasn't like a common one.
The Finnish fish.
Yeah, some Finnish things. They said, to be fair, if we caught the fish, we could take it back to the hotel and cook it.
Oh, so you could just? Would
Like-
you do that though?
I don't know.
Hotel. Just come into the lobby with a fish and just cook that on.
When I was in Jamaica, we actually did that. We
Really?
caught these massive fish and took them back to the hotel and they cooked them for us and served it at dinner in
Oh,
the
that's quite
restaurant,
nice though.
That's very
which
cool.
was quite cool. I felt bad, but at the same time, I was like, fuck it.
Oh, it's natural.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's the food chain.
It is the food chain. We're always at the top.
What do you think about hunting?
Well, like the morality of it.
Yeah.
That's an interesting question.
I think if you're in a position where you have to do it now, fair enough. I think there's a lot of like tribes and people who hunt anyway because that's the only way that they get their food. I think that's absolutely natural. But to hunting for sport's terrible.
Yeah, like big game hunting.
Yeah.
There's been a big controversy on Twitter lately. I don't know if you saw the video of someone in a helicopter with a quite heavy assault rifle gunning down pigs.
Oh, but aren't they
like
like
wild
invasive?
hogs. They are invasive.
Is it
and they are
invasive
really
hogs
bad.
or something?
Yeah.
I've seen the video.
And they sort of like trash farmland. They breed out of control. And so like they are supposed to be killed. And something like they're only able through the way they're doing it at the moment to kill a very small portion. Like it's not enough. But still like,
It's quite brutal though. Like
It's
it
a
looks
very
like a
brutal
scene from like Tropic Thunder.
I've not seen it.
yeah.
They're
It's-
gunning them down. It's like
Yeah.
chopper gunner.
You can't, I assume because they're gunning them down, you can't use their meat though.
I don't think they're doing
Probably
it
not.
to eat them, are they?
No.
They.
So it feels like a waste of food.
But, I mean, there will be scavengers and other animals that will end up eating it and microorganisms that will eat it. Who's to say that us eating it is any more important, you know?
I'm
That's
surprised
a
that you
bar.
are not a vegetarian, you know.
You know what? This is really interesting. I'm really close to finishing Sam Harris's The Moral Landscape, which I've spoken about on the podcast before, but I've got it on Audible now, so I'm listening to it. Heard him like give lectures on it and stuff and speak about it on podcasts, but I don't know if I've detailed it enough, but it basically is he's grounding morality in science. So saying like we can essentially have like an objective morality through scientific means rather than like relying on God or religion or scripture or anything. And it's all about essentially suffering and flourishing and obviously giving value to that to animals as well. And I was really closely convinced by Alex O'Connor, who we've spoken about on this as well, when he turned vegan, just being like, the very simple argument is that we don't need to eat animals because we can get all of our sustenance elsewhere. Killing animals and what we do to them in farming causes them to suffer. Therefore, it's unnecessary. It's suffering. It's unnecessary suffering. Therefore, it's immoral. And I couldn't really ever like justify it.
What's the argument to that, really? Like, there's not much you can say.
But it's almost like the thing we had the other day about like whether you buy a pair of shoes for 100 quid or save someone's life with that 100 quid. Like, we all the time make decisions that aren't perfectly down the route of like making us perfectly moral. You know, there are always things we could do in our lives that would be the more and more decisions, but we don't necessarily make them. And that's one for me. I might change at some point, but now I just, for whatever reason, prioritize the taste of meat, like the protein from it, like the convenience of it. It's everywhere. It's like a staple. I mean, have you guys thought about it? Like going vegan?
Have you?
The thing is, I don't think I could do it because I don't eat like any veg.
Oh, we had a roast dinner with you. the
Like
other
I
day.
barely eat vegetables.
you'd struggle.
Like I like peas,
Peas are a great one because they're
like
superfood.
edamame, which is a variant.
So what
of
is
peas.
it like? What you don't like the
fancy
taste?
pea.
Yeah, you know what? When I was younger, I never really had it, and I think I've grown up now, and I hate the taste of it because of that.
So you actively don't enjoy it. You taste it.
I
and
don't
you're like,
enjoy
"Bleh."
it. Yeah, it's like it'll have a bad reaction for me.
That's so odd.
It'll make me like, bleh.
Even
Really?
like in a fancy
Yeah.
place,
Wow.
like because veg when done well,
No matter how you make
caramelized
it.
and roasted carrots.
don't
I've
like
tried
it.
it all. I tried the caramelized one. I've tried
To be
all
fair,
sorts.
Sabina cooks a lot for you, and she's about as good as it gets cooking wise. So if you don't like,
Yeah, if I don't like hers,
Don't
then
like it
it's,
when she's
then
done
it's
it,
a
there's no
wrap,
hope.
really, isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So well, yeah, we do a roasted around Christmas time. Yeah,
Oh yeah, that was a good little roast.
yeah,
That was so good. That's such a good
That was
meal.
such a nice little evening.
it was.
It was hella wholesome.
It was
Yeah, it was
wholesome.
a
but
big
yeah.
old gang of us. It was very.
Did
it was,
Secret Santa as
it was
well.
very nice.
Yeah. What did I get again? Oh my god, my Secret Santa was Theo signed me up to a 10k run.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's it.
That's so
funny.
right.
And I have to run with him for like 2 Sundays a month up until then. That's actually
Yeah,
quite a lot.
Yeah.
Liv got me a customized mug of me, just like an AI version of me playing chess.
What did it say on it?
Yeah, what did it say on it?
Chess
Some, like-
what?
Yeah, something like chess divvy or something. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
yeah, it was a good one. It was funny. It
It was
was
good.
good from Liv. And what did you get?
I got space related things.
Oh yeah,
I
like
got,
you got like space snacks, right?
Yeah, yours was
They were
good.
yeah,
Yours
it was really
cute.
good.
Yeah.
It was what do you call it? Dehydrated.
Dehydrated like
Dehydrated
Skittles or
snacks and
something.
stuff, yeah.
Your
really
present for
good.
Sabina was so good.
Oh yeah.
What was it? It was like a reindeer Christmas mug.
Yeah,
And then
no,
it-
it was like just like a random like Christmas
But
mug,
even the mug was so cute.
and then the Alfonso socks.
And then the socks. It was actually Alfonso's face.
yeah,
on
it's
it.
Alfonso face. I took it from Instagram.
Oh god.
I went digging to find it. I was going to send you a message and say, "Oh, can you send me some pictures of Alfonso?" But then I realized she has a whole post for Alfonso.
Yeah,
so
she
I
got
was
a whole
like,
page for him.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Theo those cinnamon buns. You
Oh,
know, he
yeah.
sent me a voice note the following day, being like, "These cinnamon buns are so nice."
But
He
I've had them
he
before, they
loves
are
it,
so
man. He
good.
loves
He does love
donuts,
those cinnamon
anything.
buns.
Buns from home.
Yeah, right. So that was a nice
Right,
little
so-
cozy intro. So from
That was the
dawn
intro.
of us to our friendship now. Let's play a little quick game of this or that.
Whoa.
Ever played that before? Or ever played this before?
Hey.
Come
that
on.
was real good, boys.
Big family gathering versus quiet holiday. At Christmas time, would you rather be around loads and loads of people? Or are you a relax, recharge, solitarily?
Relax. Keep me in my bedroom on Call of Duty, you know?
Oh, you're one of them.
Vibe.
I will be playing Black Ops 6 on Christmas Day.
I'm like that through the year, but at Christmas time, I'm big on a big family celebration.
Gaming
But not for
at
too
Christmas
long,
is
though.
the best.
Not for too long. Like, if they're there for longer than 3 hours, like if it's 3 hours, 1 minute, oh, that's it.
Right.
Get the fuck out of my
Anything
house.
over 3 hours, yeah.
Get out!
Call of Duty in real life.
Oh, yeah.
Good God. You're going to flashbang your mum if she's in your bedroom too long.
Flash. That sounds crazy. Oh, you're going to flash her and bang her, are you?
What the fuck?
That's not what I said.
Yeah, that is exactly what you said.
Oh,
Oh, you're going to
God.
flash bang your mum, are you?
Fuck.
Flash bang.
Christmas at Arthur's
Flash
house.
her and bang her.
Oh, by the way,
That's
I
what they
really
do
want
in
to see
Jersey.
what your mother looks like after you said that she had an audacious body.
Oh, yeah. You always hyping up your mum's body.
He always calls my mum fat, and I just...
I know.
He has never called your mum
That's
fat.
where you can see
No,
the clip from.
I
if
just
you watch-
said I'd probably struggle to get round that.
Yeah.
If you go back
'Cause
to
she-
Fella's road
she's
trip,
thick.
the Fella's road trip where me and George joined them driving around France, there's a time when you make a fat joke at my mum. And I was like, my mum has a perfect body or something ridiculous.
He was like, yeah,
How
the way
tall's your
you said
mum?
it, turned around and goes, my mother has a perfect body.
No, I did. But I,
So serious.
The thing
Yeah.
is that it's obviously part of the character. Like, I'm being weird on purpose for a reaction. And I really
You don't need
fear...
to explain yourself
What
because
character?
I agree. I would say the same thing about my mother.
But do you ever have this with like your family? Like when you go like, oh, when you listen to this shit I
want a
say on the
flashback.
podcast.
Oh yeah. Oh
We
man.
don't go too crazy,
We had
but-
one, right? Oh, there was like a Fellas Loaded video where we showed off like our family homes. I took Cal to Oldham, showed him off my home, and I remember in the video I was talking about my bedroom, being like, "Yeah, used to nut on these walls." And my mum was asking to watch the video. I was like, "Oh, like I'll get you a login, don't worry." And I just had to put it off for ages.
Can't, yeah,
And I was
can't
like, "Why did I say that?"
Oh god, there's a bit in the
carried away.
Moldova video.
I was in character.
One of my family friends heard about the Moldova video, and I got like sent a photo of one of them like watching it, like one of the parents watching it, and I was like, oh, they're watching your Moldova video, and I'm like, I remember halfway through we had woken up from the hotel, and you were like, how did you sleep? And I was like, fine, but it was a bit weird waking up with my dick in your mouth, and you burst out laughing. And obviously, like at the time, we were just being weird as we was up, and I was like, I can imagine them watching that and being like, right.
No, but it did happen. No, be honest.
Oh my god, he's so different in my videos. You know, you become some loose cannon.
No, we get weird
Yeah,
on this
that's
podcast
mental.
as well, to be fair.
Do
We
you
No,
actually?
you
Yeah,
would
no, we
not
do.
say that on this podcast.
Yeah, there's no way you. Would
Probably
you just
not
turn to
quite
Batch
like-
and go, "Oh, I had my dick in your mouth"?
Yeah, there ain't no way you would say that.
Oh,
Not probably quite that, but I mean,
we get very freaky, don't we? That sounds the wrong word.
Yeah, well, yeah.
But like late night on our videos when we're like
Yeah.
we'll sleep in the same room. We have this thing where we have to sleep in the same room.
No, we don't. You plan these videos and you book us in the same room.
This
We
is
have
so
this
not true.
thing.
Like there was when we were in Sri Lanka, right, we were staying in really nice villas and they had so many rooms.
Yeah.
But me and Arthur were like, should we share a room
Yeah.
so that we could just chill?
Well, we'd stay up all night chatting about
Just
stuff.
noshing each other off.
We had that crazy. I mean, part of the reason when we spoke about Schrodinger's cat like 10 episodes ago on this, like I knew it, so I was like, that night we just really deep dived into it.
Oh yeah, you was
And-
teaching me all about it.
And you're one of those people that's really good with questions where you go like, oh, but like, what about this and what about this? And it's like, oh, like, even if I feel like I understand something,
I love your little
yeah. Even now, I'm gonna. Well, the second
your
I,
deep philosophical rants that you go on
Yeah.
when we go on these holidays. I love them. They're actually
Yeah.
really good. Like I could sit there and listen to them for hours, even though like you're having an annoying face.
okay, because
I was complimenting him way too much there.
even
You
now,
had to
like,
dial
I
it
want to
back.
finish this episode and Google like polar stratospheric
I
clouds to
knew
figure
that
it
was
out.
bothering you after
I
we
was like-
spoke about it.
It's like, how exactly? Why?
I knew it because you were sat there afterwards like this, and
Yeah.
I was thinking, he wants to speak to ChatGPT
I was
right
trying
now.
to think like
He's so done with this conversation.
when we
something
were
to
at
do with the
restaurants-
poles, something to do with it happening in the stratosphere, something to do with the way that the clouds are
Let me
formed
tell
there.
you. So when you're in the
Make-
Arctic Circle, rainbows go round in a circle.
Rainbows.
No, that's true.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When you're in the
What?
Arctic Circle,
Question.
rainbows go round in a circle.
Question: what is at the end of the rainbow?
Fuck all.
That's
Well,
so
rainbows
sad.
are circles.
Fucking misery.
That
That's
is
what's at the
fucking
end of it.
sad.
Rainbows are circles.
So there's no end.
You just can't see the bottom
Yeah.
of it. But with the right angle.
That's what I mean.
Well,
So,
I've been
but
tricked,
when you're in the
boys.
Arctic Circle, rainbows go round in a circle.
Yeah, one of the other things, when we were in Lapland, loads of people were messaging being like, please send, like, post photos of you guys, like,
Naked.
observing the Aurora Borealis.
Oh,
Have you ever seen it before?
oral.
I saw it when I was younger, thankfully. I was in Lapland when
Yeah.
I was quite young.
The thing is about it, it's a little bit different in real life than it is on the pictures.
Just grey.
It can turn, it looks grey.
It's just the biggest scam. on
It's
the
a
It was
quite-
very green when I saw it.
You saw a good one then, because for the most part, it's like quite grey, I think.
Wow.
I saw it above my house in Oldham.
These are colours you can't see with
So I've got a
human
picture of
eye.
my council house
Oh,
under.
well, it probably
Yeah, I
won't
did- yeah, I
be
got that
quite
as well.
as...
Quite cool.
I saw it in the
Probably
UK.
won't quite the same in Oldham as it would in...
No, but I've seen it in Lapland.
He's,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
Yeah.
of course.
of
For the last
course.
time I went.
You went
Yeah.
with Sabina before already, didn't you?
Yeah. It was
You guys
awesome.
racking it, the Lapland trips up. I did actually want to ask one more question about you guys sharing a room.
Go ahead.
Go on.
When you're doing 69, do you think is the height difference an issue with you or not?
Are we?
We're pretty much the same height.
I'm probably
Only
like,
there's
You're a
probably
little
an
bit
inch,
taller, I would
tiny
say.
inch bit
in it.
taller than you.
Yeah, you're
But, like,
deceptively tall, people always say.
people every time people meet me, they go,
What are you?
"Wait, you're
How tall are you? Would
you're
you say
taller than-
6 foot
Yeah, he's 6 foot.
ish?
No, yeah,
No,
actually,
Chip
yeah.
is
Let's
6
do
foot.
this.
No, I'm about
Let's do that, guys.
Um,
I think I'm actually 5'11", but if you
No,
put,
I think you're 6
I've
foot.
always got shoes on, which means I must be 6 foot.
Yeah, you're definitely 6'1" in shoes.
I like this. I like where this is going.
Ex-
Arthur, you are 5'11".
yeah. Thanks, man.
Yeah. National
Yeah,
History
you know what?
Museum.
Yeah, Natural History
You know
Museum.
the thing about when people ask you and you say you're 5'11", they
Yeah.
think you're actually 5'10".
I know, and when you say 5'10", they're like, 5'8".
Yeah, and when you say 6 foot, you're like, nah, you're actually 5'11" though, aren't you?
Yeah. No, I don't think anyone is ever 6 foot ever, really.
How tall are you?
6'5". No, I'm 6
6'5".
foot.
You're so handsome, you know. Just want to let you know that.
Yeah. Moving on, this or that. Expensive
No,
or
let him
No, let him continue.
expensive or thoughtful gifts?
Or thoughtful.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Batch?
I think I can buy anything. So it's like
Yeah.
I'd prefer like my mother or Sabina to save her money, spend it on themselves.
Yeah.
That's why I've always preferred more thoughtful ones because like the value is a thoughtful one.
Yeah. It's,
Actually, well,
I like
didn't
thoughtful
always
gifts.
prefer a thoughtful one. Like
What-
as a kid, I
what is,
obviously want
like,
an
the
iPad over a
best
thoughtful one, but
gift, in your opinion, that you've ever received? Something where you go, damn, that was it. That was it. It doesn't have to be expensive.
But I never know the answer to this.
I don't think I do either.
Never.
But we should know, right? Should
Yeah, that's the thing. I think
we? To be fair, Sabina bought me a cabin stay.
that's not.
And that was really good.
Yeah,
when we
that
first
is
got
nice.
Alfonso, and Alfonso jumped off the bed. We thought he broke his leg.
Oh, poor
Yeah.
thing.
He just jumps.
He's a crackhead.
He is a crackhead. It
That
was
would
like
never-
it was
that
honestly
would-
like,
He would never break a leg doing that. That's
yeah, he's.
I know
in
mine.
his genetics.
Go on, what is it?
The
Go on.
surfboard.
Oh, you got a surfboard.
Oh yeah, so
Oh,
he
the
could fuck it. Oh
No,
and
I didn't.
And the iPad Mini was just a vessel for porn
Oh
as well.
my god, yeah.
You know what? That story was first told on the fellas. You guys got that out of me.
You
gave
that
me no
is
choice.
the most insane story.
I told
You
you,
put it
I
like
told you
that.
the story, and then mid podcast, you just went, right, Arthur, tell us this, and I was like, well, it's coming out now.
Mate, it's probably one of the
Oh, it
best
came out,
stories
right.
ever told on the fellas. Like
It
after 4
was
years.
quite mad. People talk about it all the time now. Like it always seems to come up in videos and comment
It's
sections.
so gross.
Yeah, I mean,
You fucked the whole ocean.
No, I didn't.
You
I was
fucked
like,
the whole ocean.
Yeah, it was a bit crazy, and you nutted in the ocean.
Your nut is still out there somewhere.
why do you think the sea's so salty?
There's probably a fish out there that's like got little alpha babies.
Oh my
Not how it
god,
works.
you've created. No, it is absolutely how it works.
Yep,
I'm not.
That's how fish
Well,
do
there's
it.
no such thing as a fish.
because fish are
That's the
aliens.
wrong podcast.
That's the wrong podcast. No, but if I wanted something, I would
Fuck it.
I'd make it very clear to my parents. So that surfboard, I remember it was like in Jersey there was this shop called
Yeah.
SDS Surf Dive and Ski, and I saw
And
this
fuck.
surfboard and it had fire on it,
So
and I think it was like by Matt King, that surfboard maker, and I was like, this is the exact one I want. So I like made a little vlog of me walking in and pointing at it at the ceiling, being like, this is the exact surfboard I would love to have. And they got it for me, and I was like, this is the best
wait,
thing ever.
where did you put this vlog?
As in, like, just sent it to my parents. It's probably filmed on some like crap old phone.
It's quite nice.
With like 2 megapixels.
That's the most obvious hint you could ever drop.
Yeah.
Sent a whole vlog just for them. Hey, what's up? I'm back in town. Oh, God,
Oh
a
my
surfboard
God,
store.
surfboard.
This is the exact one I want. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys.
When we were in Australia, a fan gave us a surfboard that was customized.
Oh,
they're
like faces
expensive,
on it and
you know.
stuff. It was a really
That's
cool present.
sick.
We shipped it back to England.
Oh,
so
that's sick.
we've got it in like the studios.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, it was very cool.
I got that surfboard too early though. Like it was I think a 6-foot surfboard, and I got it quite early when I like wasn't that good at surfing. So I should have gone for like a 7 or 8 footer.
Did it put you
Like,
off because you were quite bad?
Just
with
made the balance quite harder. Like obviously, like when you pop up, you're like pushing on your surfboard, and the smaller ones like will wobble a lot more. It matters more how far forward you're standing and how far back you're standing. And it was a bit frustrating. I definitely learned a lot slower than I would have done if I'd had like a longboard, where you can basically just do like a cartwheel on it and still stand up.
You're so good at like those sports, so it's actually annoying. Like sometimes I'll just hate on you at home and when I'm on my own. Like
He's got great balance.
yeah, like you're just good at stuff.
Yeah, but board sports, obviously, like island, like surfing, skateboarding.
Snowboarding.
Like when we picked up like snowboarding, I picked up so quickly.
And I guess that just comes from
Just
like
because of
having
it.
the.
Yeah.
Even on the tube, he doesn't hold on to anything.
I bet you're really good at the balance
True.
game on what was it? Wii Fit.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he still plays that every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, balancing is his thing. You can't push him over. No one's ever pushed him over in their life.
Really? Is that true?
Yeah.
I'd hate to. You know what? I actually stopped pushing people because
What?
I stopped pushing people because I am worried that they're going to fall over and break their teeth.
Why their teeth? Not their
Sabina
neck.
has like a fear of it, and you know, like you just when you're walking with your friends, you just trip them up, and you're like, "Ah, fuck you."
Or
Yeah.
just die. Like you could push someone, they could
And they
stumble
could-
backwards,
they
whack
could-
their
they
head and
could.
die, and that's it.
That's why
There
I
was
stopped
that
pushing people.
program on TV. Do you remember? They're like not 1 inch punch. Isn't that like Bruce Lee or something?
Yeah.
It was something about like one punch changes your life or something. And it was a story about people that would like be on nights out, they'd get into a scrap, punch someone in the head, they'd fall back, whack their head
Yeah.
and die.
Happened
And
at
they'd spend like
Park Life
25
in
years in
Manchester.
prison.
Yeah, the guy got punched, and he just died from one punch.
Yeah. Does happen.
Probably hit his head, and I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
think they ever found the guy.
This is why
Yeah.
I won't ever hit anyone because I know
Yeah.
I'd kill them with one punch.
I actually think you would.
I actually would.
You're deceptively strong. It's not even deception really, because you just look strong.
Yeah. But it is one of those scary ones. Like
I'm going to punch.
anything can happen. I don't get why people fight in street fights. I
It's
how many-
crazy, isn't
How many
it?
times have you seen a video on Twitter of like people just getting a scrap and one of them just pulls out a knife or a gun or something and you're just like, oh wow. You could get in a harmless scrap and go, get off me. Give them a shove and then,
I've always got a
9
gun on
machete
me.
blows to the face later and you're
Has
dead.
anybody ever tried to like have a fight with you? Like, I don't think. it's
I'm
happened to
trained in
me.
jiu-jitsu.
For real.
Yeah. So they would die.
I don't know if I believe you. This feels
Oh,
like
come on.
this feels like an IG reel.
No, come get some.
Please.
No, come.
I will.
No, come get some. Oh, hell no. I hope that's punch up.
You know what line I pulled once or twice at uni?
Go on.
Like, because I looked so young. Like, if anyone like started beefing me in a club, I'd be like, oh yeah, real big of you, pick on the 15-year-old. And I just pretend like I was like a 15-year-old
is
kid
pretending to be a minor?
that had a fake ID.
What the
So
fuck?
that these like adult men would be like, right, well, I'm not going to pick on
Oh,
you.
real big, pick on the 15-year-old.
Because I went to Durham. Like, if we did our big nights out, we'd go to Newcastle. And surprisingly, Newcastle, if you walk around, you're like, there are a lot of guys here look hella scary. Genuinely one of the loveliest cities you ever go to. Like, sometimes you'll like accidentally bump into a guy and he'll turn around and be like,
Oh, spit in me
bald,
fucking mouth.
Wham, gym guy.
Oh, you know what
And
I'd
you'll be
love
like,
to see,
sorry,
though?
and expect them to back, and you'll be like, I never bother, mate.
What?
Ah,
What?
yeah, bother me. Fucking spit in me mouth.
You know what I'd love to see, by the way? I'd love to
I
see
should have
your...
kept my mouth closed.
Fucking kill him. Arthur.
Yeah, nice bloke.
I should have kept my mouth closed. You must have seen that
I'm
from
gonna fucking
the
use myself.
Have you seen that? What's it called? The Geordie
I knew I'd signed up
Geordie
to something
Shore.
crazy.
Geordie Shore.
I know, I haven't seen
Sky T, Turbo T,
I should have kept my mouth closed.
closed.
And there's that bit where the fun guy that was on Love
I
Island
didn't
from
realise this pod is a strange place.
from Middlesbrough. Or
I
something.
thought it was wholesome science talk.
There's this-
Spit in our fucking mouth.
What's his name? And he was on Love Island. He's
What?
from Middlesbrough. He's the guy that
Sam.
got his teeth done. Maybe.
Yeah.
And he's
I
like,
don't know.
why is everyone saying it looks like a gum shield? I think they're the nicest teeth in Northern England. And anyway,
actually really good at it.
He's been dating this other Geordie lass for ages and stuff.
Lass.
I've only seen.
What's gone into you?
I've got two birds on me.
I've
with
only
me.
seen the clip like a couple of times, but like, so I don't know how long they were dating or anything. But he like proper like plans this mad romantic like picnic date, and she's like, "Oh my god, he's going to propose to me."
He's going to propose.
And he like pours the champagne, and they're like saying on the thing, and he's like, "I think it's about time I ask you." And she's like, "Oh," and he's like, "I want to do anal."
Oh yeah. Put it up your bum.
Wait,
I would've put up your
I couldn't
bum.
have told you where that was going.
And she was like, "For fuck's sake."
For fuck's sake. Well,
Mate,
then.
that
It's such
accent is
a lovely
bit mental,
accent.
isn't it,
But
to
yeah,
be
they're
fair?
always lovely, but every now and then you get someone who's just looking for a bit of a scrap.
See you pretend you're
And,
15.
oh yeah, real big of you. Pick on the 15-year-old.
Wait, how have we got back to that from that? I don't
So
even
that's
know.
it. I was in Newcastle. That was,
No,
Geordie.
I had something I wanted to say and I've forgotten what it was.
I'll just play dead if I ever get in a fight.
Yeah, that's true. Actually. I actually think I could pretend to be dead very well.
Go on then. That's horrific.
Sorry, I was. Do you die with
You're-
your eyes open or your eyes closed?
Probably open. Oh god, that was actually quite good.
I thought you were dead for a second. I thought, fuck.
No, I was pretending
Oh, fuck. We're
the
still
whole
doing
time.
that.
No, seriously. Yeah.
Yeah, you got it in there. You've got it in you.
Yeah, I've got it. By the way, that's what I wanted to ask you. What was your uni room like? Yours?
I went to Trevelyan College, which is famously a hexagonal building. So there weren't like four corners. It was really weird shaped.
I just
but
knew
the
there wouldn't
rooms
be
weren't
something normal about
hexagonal. The halls were. There were like
could-
six. What was it 5 rooms because of the halls or something? But yeah, it was really bizarrely shaped. It was bloody impossible to decorate.
I want to see a picture of you when you're younger. I don't even know what you look like when you were.
I can show you a picture of me at uni, and I look genuinely like a 15-year-old. Like I looked so young.
You don't look that
terrifying.
much older now, to be fair.
No.
If you got rid of that beard, Arthur,
Yeah,
you still look really
that's
young. I think.
why I agree with the bit because everyone's now like, oh, you look a bit older and really handsome and charming because you've got a beard now.
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, that's kind of why I agree.
I don't know
but,
about the last two.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Are you ever going to shave that off or not? So I do want to know what's under there.
Yeah, I do too, but at the same time, I love it. It's
No, it
also
really suits
I'd
you,
love
but I
to.
wanna know
I'd
what's
love
under
to. Here's something interesting. I always find it
doubt it.
fascinating how you could look at any object in a room and you know what it's like to lick it.
That's true.
That is literally a fact. This,
That's true.
that, anything. Think of anything, and you'll know what the texture is
well,
like.
we put in the hard work when we were younger, didn't we? As babies, that's sort of like their way of.
I don't think I
testing the
was
world.
licking a Shure SM7B mic when I was a
No,
fucking
no.
Yeah,
five-year-old.
but
Right.
similar stuff. You will have been licking foam,
And
like
is that-
had
that
foam in
where
your
it
mouth and
comes from?
metals
But
in your mouth.
what you feel on your tongue is what you feel with your fingers anyway.
It's true. It's just wetter.
Touch receptors. So you know.
No, don't. That's disgusting.
Like, I
come
know what
on.
it's like to kiss you on the cheek right now.
We always talk about this.
You do
You're
it
a big
enough.
cheek kisser.
You do
I
it
do.
enough.
You really are.
I do. I really
It's
do.
adorable.
I love it.
It's adorable.
Yeah.
And next time you do it, I'm hitting one of those.
Genuinely,
No,
if-
don't do it.
If there's an
No,
edit,
no,
Please
no.
don't do that. No, I would fucking hate that.
if
so
there's a
much.
TikTok edit of us doing like half the clips of you just kissing us on the cheek,
Really?
because you're drunk, yeah, it's very sweet and wholesome.
It's because
You're a
I
bit
actually-
slobbery.
It's because
No, he's
I've
not.
just got big lips.
Yeah, you do.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's unsettling.
no.
That's ruined the whole.
Do you know that
moment.
reminds me of this famous saying? You know what it's like to suck a penis
Obviously,
What?
because you know what everything's going to feel like in your mouth.
so
when
you
look at
technically
it.
do, yeah.
How?
You know what it's
Because
penis
you
feels
know
like.
the feeling of something.
Yeah, you know.
How do you know the feeling of a penis?
You've touched it.
I haven't.
How do you piss?
You haven't touched your own weenie.
You've
No.
never touched your penis in your whole life.
No.
How do you clean it? Just let the water trickle it down on it.
Question:
Do you
when,
have one?
When you guys do wee wees,
Wait a second.
Hold up, what's your
penis?
do you wipe?
Calling Mothership. We need a new installment. You said I didn't need one of these because no one would ever check. And now they're asking me questions.
Putting in an order for an appendage.
How do you manage to go so?
Requesting an appendage.
Oh
Make, Mothership, make sure the next installment of the software update includes knowledge of the penis. You said it would be a waste of memory because no one would ever ask about it, but here it is.
Wait, so you've got balls but no penis?
Yeah, actually.
Mothership, don't forget the balls. Because what do you mean? You know what a penis feels like? Not in your mouth.
Yes, you would.
You would, yeah. You
What
can
the
imagine what it would feel like in your mouth. Obviously.
I actually think I'd do a really good job with a penis.
You've had enough experience.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Fascinating. anyway, hope everyone's enjoying this at Christmas. I bet there's someone who,
So we're sorry, guys.
there's going to be someone in their room with this podcast on, and then
Well, you're dialing up to the mothership for a fucking software
their
update.
parents will have walked in.
No, my bad. I
Their
forgot.
parents will have walked into the room like, "What are you watching, honey?"
I forgot it was a Christmas episode.
That's
Okay.
true.
Everyone knows what a penis is.
Let's get scientific with
You
it.
know what it's like to have Santa's cock
Do
in your mouth.
you wipe your weenie with toilet paper after you do a wee?
Dib
no,
dab.
can we go away from the?
No,
the-
just answer the question.
Because that's a big question.
It's a hard
That
hitter.
is a big question.
Oh,
Do you dib dab?
I'm big on cleaning and drying. Yeah,
Amen. Same. Also,
Yeah.
I hate that.
I
this
find it
country
weird
doesn't
that
have
people would
bidets.
just pee and then just like shake and pull up their pants.
Yeah, because it's still
Wait,
got.
so what do you do with it?
Still got.
Oh,
things.
I get in the shower, I wash it, scrub it up, dub.
Okay, that's a lie.
Answer the question. You ain't not scrub-a-dub-dubbing. You didn't even know you had a penis till we had this conversation.
Why? What do you do?
I'll just cut it off and grow a new one. The fuck, obviously.
From the mothership.
They just drop
so
it
yeah.
off into the toilet.
Thanks for answering anyway. Now I know.
Yeah,
Also, I wish we had bidets over here. I hate walking around with just
I grew up with one of them.
because you just know you fully haven't wiped your ass.
What?
Like you can wipe as much as possible, but you need that spray.
It only
Wait,
takes...
get wet wipes.
Well, what if you're out and about? Like you don't carry wet wipes. By the way, can do so good, but you don't carry wet wipes.
What?
They can do wet wipes.
I'm not...
This
heard of
is
them.
why I love
You can
having
do
a
it too with can
backpack.
do.
Everyone always clowns on me for having a backpack. but
You've
you can
not
bring...
got baby wipes.
No,
in
I
that.
don't.
I swear to God,
I now will.
Get them out.
Get
Have you
what
got
out?
them? Your baby wipes.
Yeah.
No, I
hasn't
haven't
got
got them.
That's what I'm saying though. If you go to like a train station and you need to go for a dookie, and you can't really just pull out wet wipes. You can't just be like, "Hey mate, have you got
No,
any
you
wet
could
wipes?"
if you bring a backpack with you.
It only takes one wipe to know it's going to take 27. But
Also, you've got a hairy bum like me.
Are you
I don't even know how-
philosophizing butt wiping?
yeah, it only
On
takes
Christmas?
one wipe to know it's going to be
Yes.
27 wipes, but it takes 2 wipes to know that you needed none.
What? Also, I have to do 10 wipes minimum every time,
10?
and I get so many winnets, man.
Back to
messy-
this or
you got a
that. Would
messy
you
little
rather
hole.
wear pajamas all day or get dressed up real nice and fancy on Christmas Day?
Pajamas.
Pajamas.
Yeah,
Real nice and fancy on to sit in your house.
It's like old people just sit in suits.
Yeah, I like it. I can't wait until I'm old and I can just walk around in the suit.
can do
all
it
the
now.
time. Oh,
That's what I
Yeah, you can do that now.
Good morning, honey. I'm off to Asda. Oh, and I'm putting on my finest.
Yeah, with suspenders and a nice
No, it's
blue
Tesco
tie,
finest.
and you just
Yeah.
To be fair, it does sound
And
nice.
no one's going to be like, oh, why is this guy wearing a suit in Asda?
Liv is clowning on me lately because I will just be around the house in jeans and a sweater. And she's
That's
like, you're turning
cute.
into a dad.
There's nothing wrong with that. Lewis
We
Bolden
flew
does that.
to Lapland and you were clowning me for wearing these nice, lovely jeans I've just bought.
I did clown you, and then Liv was like, no, it's out of order because you fly in jeans usually.
Oh wait, you fly in jeans.
I wouldn't usually, but
These
these
are
are very
loose.
That's
soft.
a little bit crazy, boys.
They're first of
I
all, they're
would find
baggy, so
these.
they're flexible, but these are also a divinely soft material.
They
Oh,
are
maybe
very
I do
nice.
believe in the divine after all.
These jeans have got a lot of attention recently.
Those.
No, yours.
Yeah, they have.
They've been making
because-
No,
waves
stop
in the
looking at the
community.
big bulge that's...
No, they're making waves because he's usually only wearing the black corduroys or the sort of grey, pale, beige cargos that he has.
Beige
What
Cargos, yeah.
trainers are you wear? Are you wearing your K-Swiss ones?
I'm wearing the Adidas.
Is that the ones? Yeah.
Don't know. Yeah, I got a new outfit, and I got
When you get Sambas, it's
I
game
got
over
these.
for everyone.
I got
When you
these
get
in
oh,
wash
yeah.
black as well.
Then he's got everything.
I don't want him to get them though, because then he'll just be like the rest of them.
Yeah, that's
Right
true.
now, it's like you're cute because you're you.
That's wholesome. That's a very Arthur Hill outfit: baggy jeans and sambas.
Yeah.
Arthur-
Oh,
Well, I don't know if
I
Arthur
was
Hill
wearing
wears
the most
Sambas.
He
Arthur
does.
Hill fit ever.
He goes cooler than Sambas.
No, he's got.
He's very
He's
cool.
got
isn't
cooler
he?
shoes than
Like he'll wear
Sambas.
like loafers and shit.
Yeah, like loafers.
He's very drippy.
Yeah, he's
He's
probably like
the
one of the
drippiest.
best dressed.
The girls
people.
always say he's like the best dressed.
Yeah,
He's drippiest,
Yeah, for
for
sure.
real.
So are you though.
No, Arthur Hill's on another drippy level.
No, but you're like also one of the best dressed.
No,
like,
you
You're
are.
well-
Because I said I want your trousers.
You did say that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, my drip's just taken to a whole new level. Know why?
Why?
I just got 165th floor package delivered to my door.
Oh,
let's
Andy.
go.
Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be.
You guys cook with the latest drop.
Yeah, gonna be keeping us warm all winter because we're
Thank you,
burning
guys.
it tonight, aren't we? Come on.
Oh.
Those tracksuits are good for the plane. There you go. I always wear one on the plane.
And that knitwear's delicious.
Oh yes, that's a good date night jumper.
Yeah, when you're on a
Or
date.
like when you just have
it's
to go
night
somewhere.
time.
fancy, just
I'm
whip
not
that
wearing
out.
a merch on a date night. But
It's not merch. It is a clothing brand.
Yeah,
okay.
165th floor.
This or that? Do you open Christmas presents on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day? This was a really, really big one.
This is
on TikTok.
Christmas Day for me, but Sabina celebrates Christmas on Christmas Eve.
Yeah, it was a big thing on TikTok. I didn't
Yeah.
even know that these people existed. But loads of people
isn't
open
it
their
just
presents
like-
on
You didn't
Christmas
know
Eve.
Sabina existed?
Yeah, isn't it? It's nothing. They don't do it in England, right? It's just people from different countries.
No,
that do
people
this.
from England do it as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Well,
Not all the presents, surely. Like, I get doing one.
Not as in like English people. Yeah, I've heard of people doing one, like, oh, go on, you can open one.
Yeah.
But some people open them all on Christmas Eve.
It doesn't really matter when you do it, because then it's a whole year since you do it anyway.
Yeah, that's just true. But then I feel like the fun's gone, and then you're waking up on Christmas and you're like, oh,
But then-
the only good bit about the day is gone.
True, but for
What am I
them,
going to do, spend the day with my family
Christmas
again?
Eve is Christmas Day, and Christmas Day is Boxing Day. It's all relative.
Yeah, you know what, you're right.
I'm right for once. And Christmas Day is the best day to do it, because it's 25, which is an even number.
The best time of
Christmas
the
Day
year.
is literally the best day ever, isn't it?
It's my favourite holiday of all time. I prefer it to my birthday.
It's-
I prefer it to...
I agree with you completely.
Yeah.
I don't even
Thanksgiving.
rate. I don't even rate birthdays.
No.
No,
It just
mine's
feels a
shit.
bit
You
like,
should try
hey, look
mine.
at me. I was
So
fucking
bad.
born on this day. Like, who actually gives a shit? Really?
Yeah, he mocks me for being born in April as well.
Name another guy born in
That is
April.
not it.
Only other guy
Oh,
born in
God.
April
He said
ever.
it's a sissy month to be born
No,
in.
I was
didn't
going to
say
say
sissy,
that. That's like a notorious girl month.
Yeah.
Is
It's
it?
like having your birthday in May.
No, okay, May is way too far. That's
April is the...
April is, yeah.
April's Aries. We're the Fire Kings.
No, there's no other
You
man
know
other
what I
than
hate,
you
by
born
the
in
way?
April.
I'm a Cancer. Like, come on, man. It doesn't just don't.
Yeah, that's the worst one.
Like, come on.
Don't
man.
say that. You know I've got health anxiety.
What's your star sign? Cancer.
That is the worst one. When's your birthday?
13th of July.
See, July's fine.
July's quite nice. It's summer. isn't
July's
it?
fine.
When is yours again?
September, which is the most manly month.
I'm going to get you a
That's
gift.
quite manly.
Yeah.
You know, I was really
Yeah,
annoyed
you
with
should.
myself because
You
I was
should.
going to get you guys gifts for this episode and we could have opened them.
Oh.
And I just kind of forgot to do it. But when you spoke
No,
about it, I was
just
like,
get
I'm
us
gonna
some.
do that.
Just get it delivered to mine.
Oh, Robert Downey Jr.
You already
is
gave
born
us.
in
You already
April.
gave us 165th floor merch. So.
That's true.
Robert Downey Jr. Ever heard of him? Paul Rudd, sexiest man of the year,
Oh,
a year or two
Robert,
ago.
yeah, Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, I've
Paul
heard of him.
Rudd won Sexiest Man of the Year.
Yeah, like 2 years ago.
They just be giving that to anyone.
He's very
nowadays.
handsome.
He's nice, to be fair. He's a good-looking chap.
They give that to
Oh,
anyone.
No.
What?
Evil 1945 man born in April. That's not a good sign.
Exactly.
Arthur, you remind me of the Doctor from
Voldemort.
Good Doctor.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
I am a surgeon.
What the fuck?
Girls, please.
Anyone know
Someone's
that?
got. Yeah, no, you know the clip. That's just.
the
I didn't
autistic
even say that, bro. I didn't say. I swear.
Laura just said that's the autistic doctor,
I didn't
right?
even say that though.
No, I know the one. He
It's like
Oh, you
they
know
get
it.
quite a lot of flack.
you know what? He plays Norman Bates in Bates Motel. You know what that is?
He's
No.
Charlie from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Is he?
The remake.
Oh my god, I didn't know
It's
that.
him grown up.
Oh shit! Let me show you though. Show you at least know because I'm surprised you.
I don't know any of this. What's going on?
He gets a bit of controversy because it's like, oh, it's another stereotypical autistic person who has no social skills, is really clever, has hyperfixation. It's like the most cliched.
I've never seen
Right, well,
this in my life.
That's a not particularly great photo because he's crying.
Wait. This
I'm not
guy
saying he
reminds
looked
you
like
of
him, he
Arthur.
just kind of remind me of him.
What, looks wise or
Nah, just like vibes,
Just demeanor.
pure vibes, demeanor.
Interesting. I'm never.
Because
Right.
it looks wise, like you're obviously
Interesting.
very good looking.
right? Well, thanks for that. Next up, this or that.
You've had a
Real
lot
or
of compliments today. We have to
That
bring you
is
down.
such a cool phone case.
It is, isn't it?
Where'd you get that from?
Sabina bought it me.
That's banger.
It's probably
well done,
it's,
Sabina.
it's
Oh,
from
that's such a nice background.
Oh, that is a good. That is a New Year's midnight.
That's amazing.
That's really cool, isn't it?
This or that. Real or fake Christmas tree?
Oh, real.
Why?
I have a fake one, but I love the smell of the real ones. They're just really messy.
That's the main reason I go real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The smell is.
I grew up with the real.
And then people are always like, "Oh, it's messy," but it's like it's worth it.
Yeah, it's worth
Worth
the
the
mess.
mess.
Also, it's a bit of hoovering. Floor
Yeah.
gets quite sticky.
I'd love to know if it's moral or not. Oh, let's discuss the morals of that. Cutting down a tree every year just to put in your home for it to die and perish under your watch and then just chuck it out.
Don't
But
care.
well, it's regenerative, right?
Something's got to be above the presents.
Is it regenerative? Because that's not even a word.
Regenerative, yeah. There'll be massive forests dedicating to growing and
But
chopping them down and growing
I would
some more in their
argue
place.
you could use that space to grow food for free.
It's getting really deep.
Not
Or you
free.
could play rounders on it.
Should we go back to talking about penises?
No.
No. Okay, just checking.
You know what? Do you know what that would feel like in your mouth? The tree.
Yes.
Yeah,
I can already imagine. it.
When I get hungry, I have a nibble of a needle or two.
Just a little mutt. That's your breakfast.
Oh no, don't encourage that seriously, because now everyone's going to be eating their trees as they're watching this
Wonder if it
episode.
tastes good.
No, people do, but the outdoor boy.
Boys,
when he
outdoor boys.
No, the
Is
boy.
one of them dead or something?
No, just the one of him. When he goes out, he'll make a pine tea.
His videos are quite literally some of
Yeah.
the best videos in the
Oh,
world.
One of the
so
cocktails
watching
in Sticks
I
and
love it.
Sushi has, I think, a little.
Oh, which I got a bone to pick. No, I probably can't pick a bone with Sticks and Sushi in case they sue me, can I?
Wait, why can
yeah,
you not pick a
probably
bone
not.
with a restaurant?
Okay.
Go for it.
No,
Wait, really?
No, I'm
Yeah.
not. No, guys, I'm not going to do it.
because we love eating there.
What could possibly happen?
I'm not-
It's like
I'm not
giving a
doing it
review.
His
Yeah,
friend got food poisoning.
fair.
And that was
And it
it.
may or may not be because of that.
Yeah, it could
That's
not
legal.
be.
That's legal to say.
Yeah.
I can say what I want, right?
Yep.
Okay, fine. He killed someone yesterday.
Hell yeah! Let's go.
You're going down.
Final
I'm going
one.
down. I'm
Would you
going
rather
down.
spend Christmas on a tropical beach or in a snowy cabin?
Snowy cabin.
Yeah,
People
Snowy
that
cabin.
spend it in sunny places,
That's just
it doesn't
weird.
make sense to me.
I feel sorry
it's,
for.
it's winter. It needs to be cold.
Yeah,
it
I feel.
needs to feel
Do you
like
feel
that.
like when everyone, like, I don't know if people in Australia are real or not, but when they're celebrating Christmas, they're doing it on the beach and stuff.
That's so weird.
How can that feel festive to anyone?
That's
But,
wrong.
But to them, it's all they've ever known.
I do
Yeah.
love have you ever watched Bondi Rescue, the Christmas episodes,
No.
when everyone goes for a Christmas swim and it's just sunny and warm?
We've only ever
That's
had like
stupid to
one
me.
white Christmas, from what I can remember, and it was amazing.
A couple of years ago, there
do
was
you know
a
what?
really white
No,
Christmas.
do you know what? In our lifetime, we've never had a white Christmas. It's all in your imagination.
Wait, as in on Christmas Day, you mean?
On Christmas Day, it's never snowed in England,
You might be
except
right.
for ever. That's right, ever. Only in the Charles Dickens novel that snowed.
Oh.
No,
Wait.
I can't even tell you being serious or not because I feel
No,
like
we've never had a white Christmas. We've never had a white
I
Christmas.
said
It's
Arthur.
not. We're not supposed to. It's not supposed to snow at Christmas.
What?
It's not.
No,
You're right.
look this up. It's not supposed to snow at Christmas.
You're right. Even when you go to New York, it starts snowing in like Feb.
It's supposed to snow at the beginning of the year, January,
But to be
February.
fair, when I went to New York for it was like a freak snowstorm,
Yeah.
and it was White Christmas in New York.
Yeah, to be
in
fair,
December. It was really cool.
I'm only talking about the UK here.
The
Yeah.
UK has seen widespread snow coverage on Christmas 4 times.
Okay, we love
4
that.
times in what?
1981, 1995, 2009 and 2010.
See, I
Widespread snow coverage.
That's right.
No, stop high-fiving him. You were
Come
wrong.
on.
Fake news. This podcast is crumbling before our very eyes.
And don't forget, Sam Allardyce created the 3 Peaks Challenge.
what?
You know it. You know it. Do you know that story?
No.
Chris, when they did the 3 Peaks Challenge ages ago, one of Chris's challenges was to convince someone on a fact that wasn't true. And he told Arthur that Sam Allardyce invented the 3 Peaks Challenge. and Arthur didn't realise that he was lying to him. And he told it on our podcast. And I just believed him. And it was like weeks afterwards that Chris had realised you'd said it on the podcast or something. And he was like, that was a lie. That's not true.
We were,
Oh,
get-
'cause
we
you
were
got
getting comments being like, I hope you guys are proud. I told this proudly at the dinner table as a fun fact, and everyone shot me down. It was the most embarrassed I've ever been. Loads of people commenting stuff like that, and I was like,
That's so
So
good,
funny.
though. I might spread that.
We spread a lot of misinformation over here.
Yeah, but that's nice, though, isn't it? It's nice to.
well, we're a
cause
very
little
fact.
bit.
We
We make
speak-
things up and we tell
we-
people.
You're a fact-driven podcast.
Yeah, we have a lot of information in our podcasts,
That's true.
and not all of it can be true. Sometimes you can hear things that the original. So, for example, that's not me misremembering or making something up. That's me being
That's
a
Chris lying to
secondary
you.
source.
Actually, and I think my mum told me the fact about Christmas is not snowing on Christmas.
So it wasn't really your fault, actually.
No, it's my mum and Chris. Maybe they're in cahoots and they're working.
But I would say we're
together.
right more than we're wrong probably on this podcast.
Oh yeah.
Well, also because we say a lot of facts, but there's only so many facts in the world. So I've had to start making some up recently
no, I
because
completely
we're
agree
running
with
out
that.
of facts.
Yeah, we're running out.
Did you know? No, I'm joking.
Oh, biology time. Do you hear that? It's
Oh, let's
we'll
go.
talk
Do you
about
know-
biology time.
Do you know
I'm
where
so
biology
excited
came from?
because I'm gonna just know nothing here. I was super scared to come on this podcast because you guys are so smart, and I was like, what do I have
No,
to
you're
offer?
smart as well.
Oh, did you know where
but
biology came
everyone
from?
tells me I'm stupid, so I've convinced myself I'm stupid.
Don't listen to them.
Oh, but do you know where biology came from?
The body.
So when a person likes guys and girls
Yeah.
I like guys and girls.
in a sexual way,
Oh,
Describe it
they create
more in depth.
and they do science. What do you get?
no, when I get my penis, I'm going to know this one. So let's put that one on pause for now.
Biology.
So we have a bunch of interesting questions we thought we could ask you. So don't worry, we're not going to test you. I was winding you up before the podcast when I was like...
Well, you could test me if you want. I will just get all
wind
of
the
it wrong.
bobbin up.
And in fact, I feel like it's even harder. We went on... We did the quiz the other day, didn't we, on Mini Minter's podcast?
Yeah.
And we had a bit of a time trial. And we won't spoil it in case it's not out by now.
And they
although
were
it
all
will be.
easy questions, and we were still getting them wrong.
And some of the ones
It's
where
the
I was
timer.
like... Yeah, the timer can really throw you off. One of the ones that was like, what's the biggest ocean?
Pacific.
And I was
What
like...
did you say?
And I was like, oh, Atlantic. And I was like, hold on.
Idiot.
Yeah. But sometimes it happens. It happened on Locked In. We got asked, it was essentially like, how many of these can you name in 30 seconds? And you're like, oh, well, loads. And then you say it and the timer starts going and you're like, oh, goodness, can I actually? It's like when you play categories or a drinking game or
the
something.
locked in one.
You're
is
like,
intense.
of course I know the answer. Like, oh, of course I know like 100 different brands. But it comes around to you and you're all of a sudden like,
The
know what I mean?
pressure.
That is not a brand.
I think I'm definitely bad under pressure.
Yeah,
Like I don't like the pressure.
you know, those types of
I like
things.
to just sit in peace and harmony.
Oh, you know what the real biggest ocean is?
Pacific.
You know what the deepest ocean is?
Mariana Trench.
Frank Ocean. Have you heard his lyrics? See both sides like Chanel.
See on both sides of the bell. See on both sides of the bell.
Oh my god, you're a really
Swimming
good
My
singer, by the
pocket
way.
snug.
What's that song that
They
you sing?
can't hold my
Back.
7. They ban my Visa, my Amex and MasterCard. I got new money.
I don't like music,
and
so I
it's
don't know this.
all cash. I got new. How do you not know Frank Ocean?
I do.
But you know, like, I see on both sides like Chanel and the logos, like the C backwards and forwards, and he's bisexual. I see both sides like Chanel.
That's quite cool, but I don't really know him.
My boy pretty like a girl.
And he got 5 stories to tell.
Do you think I should
See
start trying to
both
listen
sides
to
like
more
Chanel.
music
You should listen to
Yeah.
more Frank Ocean. He's
and trying to like just get into
Frozen
that
is a
stuff?
really good place to start.
Anyway, enough about the deepest ocean on the planet.
No, the king.
To biology.
Yes, let's do it.
We've got some interesting biology questions that kind of were similar to ones that came up the other day, but not exactly. So, let's say, for example, as some people think will be the case shortly, you could edit yourself genetically.
Ooh,
You could have something that goes into your very DNA
yeah.
and replaces certain nucleotides, rewriting your code, and you can change yourself to pretty much anything. You can add wings, you can give yourself night vision. Let's keep it roughly within the realms of possibility in terms of, you know, not like the ability to come back from death.
So you said wings and then keep it realistic.
But as in, like, that's possible. Like, that's physically, like, it's physically possible for you to have wings.
Okay,
But
so-
it's not probably not physically possible for you to, like, teleport, you know.
Okay.
Well,
Actually,
maybe.
I don't know about that one.
But as in, like, that's not, you can't alter your genes to make you be able to teleport, if that makes sense.
that's why
Teleporting
you're wearing
exists. It exists. It exists.
Yeah, but
I know
not,
it
not
is.
to do with your genes.
It exists right now.
You can't modify your genes to be able to give yourself the ability to be able to teleport.
Well, ask my TV remote how it always
'Cause-
teleports to the underneath of the couch.
Facts.
Ask that.
How does my TV remote
Keep getting
up on
there.
my butt?
Oh, I just put it there.
Have you seen that classic RuneScape freak out? This is a real OG internet thing.
Or maybe because
And he's like freaking out because someone deleted his RuneScape account. And he's like freaking out on the bed and he just rams the remote up.
Yeah, I have seen
I have
that.
seen
That's
that.
a
For no
banger.
reason.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
That's a classic.
I've watched it so many times.
That's a classic.
God, I've studied it.
Yeah, what would you change about yourself genetically?
That is a good question.
You know what you could do?
Well, I
You
thought-
could give yourself the muscle genes that chimps have that just make you wham without needing to work out. That'd be a good one.
Nah.
I don't know what I would change.
No, because then you'll be too strong for your own good.
What would be the most beneficial thing?
Oh, breathing fire for sure.
Oh,
that's
you
quite
could
cool.
get gills.
Or have crocodiles for arms. I've said this
Oh,
many
you know what?
times.
That wouldn't be a bad one because you could just go and explore the ocean, man.
Yeah.
Really, just go to wherever the fuck
But
you
then
want.
you need, but
You
at that
need
point,
huge gills,
Yeah.
really.
no, but you need more than just gills because as soon
Yeah,
as
you
you
want to
get
get
down
deep
low
enough.
enough,
Yeah,
your
you're
head
gonna be
explodes.
fucked. Yeah, that's a good point. So you'd
Yeah,
need
but-
more than just that, right?
I wouldn't want to
Yeah.
go that deep. I'd happily have gills and just be able to do normal free diving depths.
Nothing's on the. Yeah, but nothing's there. It's just fucking wet as fuck.
Oh, but you could go to like the Titanic if, well, you can't, but
What did you just say?
Oh, it's just wet as fuck.
Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from
would
me.
you go on one of them like Ocean Gate?
Up in the sun, they work all day. Up in the sun, they slave away. Darling, it's better down where it's better. Take it from me. Oh, it's wetter down there. Never mind.
That was
Oh.
good, you know.
I don't
Have I
like
had
the
that
way
one?
you whispered that. But it's wetter down there. That's great.
It's because
Anyway,
I said, darling,
what were
it's
you
better
saying?
down where it's better. It's darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it
Is that
from
about
me.
pussy or is that about the ocean?
Wait,
think
that's
so.
actually quite.
It's kind of a bad one,
That's
isn't
quite
it?
crazy, bar.
Yeah, there's no way. There's no innuendo.
Yeah.
That little lobster was just horny as hell.
I love that.
Lobsters are
lobster.
just penises with legs.
What was his name?
though.
Sebastian.
Yeah,
He was a real fucker, man.
Sebastian, the little Jamaican lobster, what a guy.
he wasn't Jamaican. He was French.
Up in the sun, they work all day. That's Jamaican, right? Up in the sun, they slave away. Darling, it's better.
Maybe
No,
I know
definitely
different.
I had a friend called
Sebastian.
Sebastian. He used to speak to me through a computer because he couldn't talk. I met him at a special needs school where I did work experience.
not. Oh.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
So what's? As in, he would type it out and he would say, say it
Yeah,
out loud.
it was like a special
Oh,
machine. He had to
As in,
communicate
like,
with that.
the like Stephen Hawking type. Like,
Yeah, something pretty mad. Like he had really rich parents. So I don't know if that aided in him having this, but
I can't imagine they're cheap.
yeah, it didn't look cheap. It
What
was
were
cool
you?
as fuck though.
What were you doing with him? Like schoolwork?
Yeah, it's kind of just making the kids feel good.
Oh, were you like
Like
assigned?
you're like taking care
You
of them, like
assign
making sure
someone.
like everyone's
Yeah.
like having a good time, play some games with them,
Yeah,
That's so
that's
sweet.
nice.
be a new friend to them. I actually loved it. It was one of the best things I ever did. I think.
Have you seen
Really?
that,
Yeah, I
that
really enjoyed
TikTok interview of the guy going to that like little kid on the bridge and he's like, what do you want to be when you're older? And the kid's like, I want to be a doctor. And he's like, and what do you want to make? And he's like, I want to make people feel better. It's so wholesome.
Shit. That's that good.
what-
shit.
That's what it reminded me of. And this is him all grown up now.
Yes, here I am.
I thought you were going to do the.
Instead, I'm here on this podcast talking about penises. Well, I'm sure that's making people feel better.
It is.
Yeah.
You bring a lot
To
of
be
joy
fair,
to people's
yeah.
lives, especially ours.
Whoa, thanks a lot. Same
Yeah.
for you guys. For me,
Really?
I believe that genuinely. You should believe that because it's true.
That sounds so untrue right now. Can I just say we're mogging the fuck out of you?
Yeah,
with
you
these
know what? I
mics.
regret asking you the question because if I were you, I wouldn't change anything about myself.
How are you mugging me?
Look at the size of my mic compared to yours.
Yeah, I know. Oh my god,
mugged.
mine's so small.
That's a bit of a neck.
That
That we all getting.
I can't lie,
sued,
don't
you're
show
getting
Sabina this.
so
I'm
mogged.
used to small things.
You.
Which way is north?
I actually think I could tell you just by guessing right now.
Let's go. I'll get it up. You genuinely tell me, Arthur, you two, which way. Feel it. Let's get spiritual with it. Feel it with your soul, Arthur.
It's this way.
I'm just going to say that you have got it bang on.
Really, this way.
You know, there's a reason. How did you know?
Oh, it fucking is as well.
Nice. That was
Just-
exactly where I was going to point.
Is there a really easy way to tell? And I'm just being stupid as per.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you go
sunset's
if you go
over.
down the stairs and out on the road, we know whether we're
fair
north
enough.
or south. from
I
there.
wouldn't know that.
Yeah, anyway.
I
Yeah,
also
so,
just felt it in my balls.
so
Yeah. 'Cause I don't
what
know.
would you change about yourself genetically?
Oh yeah, we.
Bro, honestly, we do this all the time. People are always like, you started speaking about this.
Yeah, but it's gonna get worse
20
when you have a
minutes later,
friend
you
on as
finally
well.
come
Like,
back
it's
to it.
just
Yeah.
like
No, but it's
chatting.
fun. People like
Oh.
the episodes where we go on a lot of tangents.
I think it's better when that happens.
yeah.
No,
Yeah.
slightly controversial, but I'd have a retractable penis.
Oh yeah, that was.
I'd love to tuck it away for sport and stuff.
Yeah, you've said that one.
Oh, that's a
Last
Yeah,
one.
but I'll stand by it.
Stop bringing it up.
I stand by it. Unless I need it, I don't want it on
Well,
me.
what about humanity? If you could like change something about
Oh,
humans.
I'd sew up everyone's fucking butthole because everyone keeps farting around me now.
I'd give everyone better vision, so there's less traffic incidents.
Yeah, the human eye is shit.
That could be a good one.
It could
Sorry.
be better.
Give everyone
Sorry,
better
I didn't mean
vision.
to swear.
If everyone had better vision, there would be less accidents.
I think you could
There'd
also.
also be a lot more card counting in Vegas.
Or just give everyone another eye right in the middle of their forehead.
You know
Ooh,
what?
we already have one.
In
the
this,
third eye.
in this
I knew
moral
about it.
landscape book, he cites this psychology researcher who reckons that about 1% of people have psychopathy, are like psychopaths, like just don't have empathy.
Yeah.
So you could genetically change everyone
I think Carl is slightly
to
like
feel
that,
empathy.
you know?
Really?
Like
Yeah.
slightly.
Interesting.
Not like saying it in a bad way, but he is so emotionless sometimes. I've never seen him cry. He doesn't care about me.
Speaking of the book,
Yeah, and
everyone,
he's evil. Cal is evil.
I don't wanna-
Freezy's evil.
Yeah, I've never. He's like but it's almost like a benefit to him.
Yeah.
Because he's able to run a business without
Well,
like
yeah.
the emotions get in the way. I
yeah,
think
people
sometimes
say that it's better for business to
better.
be slightly
I
less
could
empathetic
not do Carl's job.
because
I'm way too
like how
Do
are
you
you?
have empathy?
Yeah,
How much?
a lot. I would say.
Yeah, a lot. He does have a
I
lot.
would say I'm a very empathetic person.
So if I were to have diarrhea, would you have it as well?
If you wanted me to.
That's
No,
an
well, I
empath,
mean,
right?
empathy is that. Yeah, I'd be
No,
able to. I'd, you know,
You would just have it.
I'd feel it, not feel the diarrhea.
Oh no, you'd feel
I
it.
would feel it.
Yeah,
I would smell it. Sorry.
I would
You know-
smell it.
This reminds me of the time I had to get rid of an employee. I cried as I was getting rid of him. I was like,
What in the meeting? When
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
letting
I
them
was
go,
crying.
You cried.
I was crying.
Did you like them? But it was like
I
it's
liked the
just not
person that
right.
just had to, just for business sense.
Oh, that's tough.
And it was so hard to do. I was like, fuck, I never want to have to do that again.
Are you an empathetic person, Bach?
Yeah.
Prove
Now
it.
I'm just getting upset thinking about it.
Prove it now. Prove it. Say,
Oh, but you still bought these Lord of the Rings trousers rather than saving someone's
are they
life.
Lord of the Rings trousers?
No, they're Lorenzo. No, they're Lorenz.
They do look a bit like the text that's written on the
Yeah,
Lord of the
they
Rings
do.
ring. They're quite cool, actually.
Yes, because I feel what Chris feels.
Also, guys, which one was it that watched Mr. Beast games? One of you watched it.
Bach.
Very disappointed in you. I thought we was doing a watch along together. It was agreed.
I also, can I just say, we'll be uploading. Oh, it'll already be out, but I'm doing a reaction video to it. Do you want to hop on the call and react to it?
We
later?
should have all watched it and reacted to it together
That's true.
for your
Hey.
video.
You're welcome to join me later.
So yeah,
Fuck.
more empathy. Maybe
Forget
less.
your Christmas meal. and
I
just do
might.
it.
Well, I'm going to be back at like 8 because I'm looking after Alfonso.
Perfect timing.
Maybe making everyone a bit more agreeable, less prone to violence.
No,
like
because
that.
I think if you start doing it like that, you'll get rid of a lot of, like, I don't think it can be individual, but like, you can't get rid of traits that individuals just
Also,
have.
if people are more agreeable, what
Wait,
if I
what do you
say
mean?
we should kill more? And you're like, yeah,
Yeah.
and because we're more agreeable.
No, but making everyone more agreeable in general is just a bad idea. It's good to have people that aren't agreeable.
Isn't that taking away like what makes us human and all that?
Yeah. If everyone's agreeable, then
The world would be well. way
everyone will
different,
settle
yeah.
for stuff as well. Like, you'll be like, oh, we could do this, which would be the next step in
But
humanity.
that is like
Or we
how,
could
how
chill.
we further
Yeah, let's do
ourselves as a civilization, though, really.
What's that?
We have to be a little bit more like that.
Mm.
Like destroying, right now we fight each other, destroy each
Yeah.
other.
Yeah.
We literally kill our own species.
Yeah, it's
So
mental.
if we're thinking like we want to go to Mars, become multiplanetary, like we have to go beyond that.
Yeah,
That would have to stop.
yeah,
I think aliens, if they come down to the planet, they'll probably think these guys are fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Like they
Yeah.
kill
For
their
sure.
own kind.
yeah. How stupid is that?
Mm.
And hurting each other.
Like that's just mental, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
If you actually think about it, it's crazy that we do that.
Yeah,
It's all based on emotion. Imagine aliens just didn't have emotion. Well, things that, you know, like,
Yeah.
because everything we do is out of emotion, right? Every action,
Yeah.
everything.
I say, yeah, it'll always have.
It's impossible that it's just unique to our kind, maybe?
That's a good point. Can you do anything without emotion involved?
Yeah, like what's the motivation if there is no emotion? Like, why would aliens even travel between galaxies?
we had
Like,
this
what's
as the in the last episode.
You spoke about this already.
We had the it. There's nothing you do. We were discussing free will, and we
Oh.
were saying there's nothing that you
Yeah, that was
do
so good.
that you
told me
don't
about
want
it.
to do, as long as it's like not like falling over. As in,
No,
like,
you're
Oh,
right though.
I
There's
have
no
conscious free
argument
will.
against
Yeah.
it really, because you told me about it in Lapland. And I was like trying to
yeah.
figure out a way around it. I was like,
Yeah.
wait, there actually is just no way around it. Like
Yeah.
anything you do, even if you do the most selfless thing, sacrificing yourself to save someone in a forest where no one's watching, you've still done it because you want that person to be alive, and that's a want, personal want.
Tough. And all of that, if that's built into you, like you don't control what your wants are, you just do want things more than others. If you can change that part of humans where they want, I mean, realistically, I mean, I feel like I'm like heavily influenced by this book that I'm reading at the moment. But I mean, the entire point of it is going like, if we all like prioritized promoting human well-being and reducing human suffering, like the world is a better place in like every sense of the word. Like any moral decision really like comes down to that, doesn't it? Like if you're figuring out whether something is moral or immoral, that surely is just, I mean, what is moral if not promoting human well-being, and what is immoral if not promoting human suffering? And realistically, when you're going through, I think even if you're like a religious person and you're picking perhaps which parts to specifically follow or focus on, you know, you weigh it up yourself using those two things, don't you?
You're such a deep cookie.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just taking from the book that I've read so far, but it is interesting.
Depends on
I love that you're even
trade-offs,
reading that
so.
book, though.
Because like if there's like a command for something for you to do literally anything like that, how else would you weigh up whether it was immoral or moral?
But it can't just be about human welfare.
What else would there be? Animal welfare.
Yeah, just in general.
It speaks about that, I guess, as well, because it's all about like the conscious experience and I guess of welfare and suffering. Like obviously you would consider.
It's a difficult one though, because it's like when there's trade-off involved in any sense, to say that human welfare is more important than any other kind of welfare, like even a tree. Do you know what I mean? Surely it's immoral to think
Is a tree
that
conscious?
a tree is less than a human.
But why? I mean, the whole point in this book is you go, that is just like a scientific question, right? Like we can, like, you know what it's like to suffer and feel pain and.
Okay,
How do we know that the tree? How do we know what the tree is feeling? The tree could be suffering and feeling pain when we're cutting it down. How conscious is the tree?
But I mean, do you have any reasonable reason to think that it is?
No, I'm just like giving you a.
Because I mean, if you have to make the choice, like that again, it's just. I think his point is that you can like make these.
Does it say? But does the book say like completely? That's what decides morals is human suffering or not suffering.
Yeah.
Would that then suggest that you should value the life of a human over a dog?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Why?
A lot of people do a lot of people value human life over a dog? Yeah, they do.
But let's say
Not
okay.
A random one. I think like your own dog. Like I think most people would say, like if there's a burning building and there's a stranger and their own dog in there, their emotions would probably make them save their own dog.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Like,
I think most people would make that decision.
But then, is that an immoral decision to save your dog versus a stranger?
Oh,
That's
I think it probably
still live
because
it's
I'm the like if my dog was in there
What are you
versus
doing?
a
Yeah.
stranger, I would save my dog probably.
I
But
think
I would
yeah,
feel
in the moment
extremely
you
wrong
would,
for
you would-
doing that.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
too. I think
Which is a weird one because you don't
that
know
is
the
actually
stranger.
a really hard one because there's a literal human being like dying,
Exactly, yeah.
and you've chosen to save your dog.
Oh, I don't know in the moment if I would actually save my dog.
I think in the moment you're more likely to save your dog. I think
no,
if you
but-
sit and think about it, then the actual correct decision would to be save the human life.
I'd like
right?
to think that I'd be like, oh, I'm going to save my dog because I know. But let's say you get into the building
Also, if you
and
save
the person
human,
and the dog are next to each other. They're both there.
yeah.
In that, if presented with that decision in the moment, I would choose the human.
Also,
I don't think you know
that
either.
human dying, like the loss of human, causes a lot of suffering for others around that human.
That's true.
So, like, there'll be people devastated and ruined for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
And if you save your dog, you'll be fine. You'll feel okay. You'll still feel bad. But if you save that human, you will have saved a lot of
That's
people.
a good point.
But I mean, this is
suffering.
almost like illustrating the point. Like,
Yeah.
his point isn't so. He makes an interesting comparison to do with health, right? So, like, you can say that, like, you can imagine like the most unhealthy person ever, and imagine the most healthy person, right? And like, we all know roughly what that means, right? There's like an objective unhealthy and an objective healthy. And although you can say like, oh, maybe this is healthier for this person, or, you know, this diet's better for this person, or this diet's better for this person. Like, there are objective answers, like, you know, consuming crystal methamphetamine every day is just objectively an unhealthy thing to do. And he kind of makes the same point that it's the same with morality, that like, if you imagine like the worst suffering ever, that like everyone is being tortured and dying and burning, compared with like human flourishing, where like everyone's well fed and, you know, feeling happy and pleasure and satisfaction and love and all these kind of great things. Like, there might be, the reason he calls it a landscape is because there are different peaks and troughs. You know, like some societies and cultures may find different peaks, but no matter what society or culture or any of these other influences you have, like a society that tortures babies for fun, like in every single like society that has these differences in opinion and that kind of stuff, that's always a trough. Like, that's always objectively closer to human suffering. So in the same with health, like you can go like, oh, maybe like, yeah, a Mediterranean diet for some, or like a very healthy fruit and veg diet for some, or maybe like an all red meat diet. Like, maybe there are different ways to achieve like good health, in the same way there are different ways to achieve like human flourishing. But like, in the same way that we can say there are things that are objectively bad for your health, you can say there are things that are objectively immoral because of this like suffering and well-being thing. And in the same way, because I think a lot of people go like, you can almost go like a level deeper and say, who cares whether there's suffering or human flourishing? Like, right, with religious people will often say like, God is the standard of good and evil, and without a God, it's all just your opinion. But he's kind of comparing someone who you turn around and say, imagine this like world of infinite suffering, and imagine this world of like basically infinite flourishing. We all want to get to this flourishing and get away from this evil. And someone goes, oh, but who actually cares? Like, I don't know that is better, because by what standard? That's like speaking to someone about health who's going like, oh, but why should I care about being in good health? Why shouldn't I be riddled with disease and drinking this poison and stuff? And you go like, that's an irrational person. And like, there will be extremes where we go like, you just aren't part of this conversation. And we spoke about it a while ago with like almost trying to convince someone that logic and reason matters, because if they already don't think it, there's no logical or reasonable argument you can give them to say that it matters. And if you're in a lecture or a convention on like modern physics, and someone goes, but why should we care about logic and argument and reason and all this kind of stuff? You go like, right, well, maybe I don't actually have an answer to that, but like, we're all here trying to advance physics. So if you don't want to be a part of this conversation, you're not being rational, don't be a part of it. And it's the same with morality, right? Like, you go like, if you can't sit there and go, I want to go towards this flourishing and away from the suffering, then I don't really like that, you know, this conversation can't really go any further. But there can be like mad extremes, right?
Wow, you are some boy.
Well, this is I'm basically just like,
no, I loved listening to that.
It's essentially just the argument from the book, and I'm sure when I get to the end, I'll have criticisms and stuff.
What was the book called?
It's called Sam Harris's. It's a book by Sam Harris, and it's called The Moral Landscape. And it's I think the subheading is something like how we can derive morality from science, and it's really interesting.
Maybe one day I'll read that.
Yeah,
but I'm currently reading the Percy Pig trilogy.
Fair.
But is there a Percy Pig trilogy?
On my Kindle.
Yeah,
that's probably
do you
similar.
use a Kindle, by the way?
I didn't even know there was a Percy Pig story.
No, me neither.
Do you mean Peppa Pig?
I was going to say, what Percy? M&S are making moves.
Percy Pigs are the M&S
the sweets.
M&S sweets. They're elite tier sweets.
It's 5 o'clock though, but I'm actually annoyed because it's such a good pod. Or at least I'm having a good time.
Oh, he's got a Christmas meal now.
Well, you've got a Christmas meal.
5 p.m, yeah.
Well, it is Christmas Day for the worms, and it is Boxing Day.
Yeah,
for
that's
everyone
true,
else.
isn't it?
So they got to go.
That's true.
Really quickly,
Yeah.
what has been your favourite memory of the year?
Oh, favorite memory of the year. That is a really tough one. No, it's not. I got engaged.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
And what are you most looking forward to next year?
Making videos with you guys.
Oh, you have been saying.
I know. I have been saying
There
that
might be
we're going to do
something
our
coming
first travel video together. Because I
Yeah.
keep saying to Batch, you're going to come on your first one. And the trio will finally be on the
Oh,
road.
the world's greatest trio.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah.
And then season 2, we'll hopefully have you on at some point.
Yeah, you will. I'll come on whenever you want.
Nice.
Thanks.
Cool.
Thanks for that. Appreciate that.
Awesome sauce.
Right, well, thank you, Chip, for coming along.
Thanks for having me, boys.
Merry Christmas to everyone listening. Merry Boxing Day to everyone listening.
Merry Christmas.
everything else for everyone watching later on. Hope you had a great year. Hope you have a great year coming up.
Yeah, Merry Fuckmas.
Oh, yeah, come on.
Hell yeah.
And see you on the next episode, which is our New Year's special.
Ooh, exciting.
Come on.
You got to do a wrapped.
We're going to set off fireworks in the building.
I would support that. I'm an arsonist.
All right, make sure to like, subscribe, rate us 5-star. You're a what? Wrap up this podcast before he admits to another crime.
No, that means he's an Arsenal fan.
Oh, my God.
Bye.
Bye.